Let's kick it. Sing it, Rob. Sing it. The best was a felony. Love it or leave it. You better can't play. You better hit balls at the kid don't play. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ performs.
Getting complaints already. Mega Shed Diaries, 31st of May 2025. We're at Lyd. No, we're not at Lyd. We're at Ellough Park. And the weather's been kind to us. We're expecting 25 degrees today. Sunshine. I was here yesterday for practice day, but unfortunately I was working. Tried to do a bit of footage last night, but I couldn't even remember where I was. Yeah, we're just up to the office to sign in for the day. Everybody else has got the jump on me, having had a day's practice. I only did one session myself yesterday, and it was terrible on Paul's bike. I'll catch up with you later when we start. So I'm back down in the pits now. We're doing something for a bit of fun this round. Malcolm Staines' idea. We've had a lot of South African lads here who tried to get as many as possible, but they've got 4 South African. So we thought we'd do a little bit of competition, England versus South Africa, with the top 4 riders from each country, plus 1 international rider they can claim to see, and we're going to see what points we can get between us. So look, we've not done very well with ours. It's not a British flag anywhere, but they've got South African bunting. And here's their bikes. It's Linton de Miola's, this is Malcolm Stain, and I'll show you the trophies we made. We've had a Rider of the Weekend trophy, Silly Sprocket trophy, this one, for somebody who does something silly, and I made this one. We're calling this the Braai Ashes, the barbecue ashes, and that's going to be the annual second round of the year. England versus South Africa. Malcolm's here. Go South Africa! Mega Shed out. Speedos. Don't intimidate me! Check out the Speedos! Mega Shed update after qualifying 1. I was really happy with that. Actually, much more comfortable on my own bike, higher pegs, lower seat, and it looks like from my lap time where I've done a personal best. I've gone like half a second quicker as I did in September. So I don't know where that puts me on the grid yet. I'll have a look at that and I'll put it on the screen. Yeah, fingers crossed, going to be in the mix towards the front of the pack. Mega Shed out. update after qualifying 2. I was quite pleased. I had my lap timer on. I managed to get in a 55. I had to keep dropping back to give myself space because I couldn't catch and get past the person in front of me. So I dropped back, give me some space. Managed to get a 55, and I thought that'll do for me. That should give me second on the grid. Anyway, came back into the pits, checked the times. Everybody else has gone faster, and Harrison O'Keefe is 1/10 ahead of me. So we're going to be, I think, 3rd and 4th on the entire grid. I have the inside on the first corner, but he's always quicker than me off the line. So let's see how it goes in race 1. Mega shed out.
Doesn't go anywhere, or was that a jump start maybe? All possible. Jacques Van Eden is somehow leading into turn 1. What is going on? I got no idea whatsoever. I think it may have been a few jump starts as they got going, and then a few of them went. Somehow the 17 of Jacques Van Eden making his return to FAB Racing this weekend, a former Grand Prix rider himself, up into the lead. Chaos away at the start. Is Van Eden from French, from Marco Pandolfo, your top 3.
About that one. Currently leading this race on the Moto Team Open is Marco Pandolfo of the Team Acme Racing. I just want to mention quickly though, running 6 overall at the moment is Linton Di Meola, and I heard from a little birdie earlier that he has changed from a Honda to a Suzuki this race weekend. There we can see number 17, our 3rd of Jacques Van Eden there, ahead of the 65 of Harrison O'Keefe and the 119 of Phil Joyce. 8 laps left to go here. So far, running first for the Moto Team Open is Marco Pandolfo. Following him from Moto Team Open Championship is Jacques Van Eden, who's running 3rd overall. Joshua French running 2nd overall, but leading for the Moto Team Standard.
Absolutely. We know that the O'Keefe boys were taking this Ashes tournament very, very seriously. Alongside of 2nd place in Standard is Harrison O'Keefe in P4 overall, and just behind him Phil Joyce is 3rd place in Standard and rounding out the podium in that category as well. 4 laps left to go, and we've got a battle of the fastest laps between the front pair on the track, even though they're in different classes, and still lots of action out on the racetrack as well.
Yeah, like for Team Acme Racing on the Moto Team Open bike. Brilliant stuff we have seen from him in this first race here at Ellough Park. He has got a race here at Ellough Park. Here he comes now, round onto that start-finish straight, and he passes the finish line and takes 1st place overall. It is Marco Pandolfo for Team Acme Racing. Who is going to come 2nd overall? It is still Joshua French on the 116 Moto Team Standard. Let's see who takes 3rd place. It is looking to be Jacques Van Eden, and it is. And following him in 4th is Harrison O'Keefe, 5th Phil Joyce, and that makes our top 5 currently. Let's look at our results. 1st place overall, we had Team Acme Racing Marco Pandolfo. 2nd place Joshua French. 3rd Huntley and Reese Gentry.
Great racing there in the Moto Team.
Coming to the first night Saturday evening Braai Ashes session. We're going to have a little presentation of our own, I think, for the previous rounds. Best rider in Silly Sprocket Trophy. More later. Oh, stop now. Trying to get away with Jack is Jack. Police on the scene, you know what I mean? Converted all the dope piece. If there was a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Just got the hook while the DJ comes on. Hey! So just an illustration of the differences between the England team and the South African team. We're barbecuing here on a gas barbecue. We don't have the flavour of the wood smoke and everything, but we've done a massive pile of meat in a very short space of time. But South Africans, they don't mind waiting for it, long and slow. It will probably taste better. Mega Shed Diaries, 1st of June update after the first race one motor team yesterday. I think I recorded a bit of silliness in the paddock last night, but I didn't sort of give you an update of the race. I'll have some good footage from that. I'll put a bit of the professional footage on as well. I'm quite pleased to have got finished third in class, so podium for me. Yeah, off the start, I managed to get ahead of Harrison O'Keefe, who was in front of me, and into the first corner, and then he came straight back past. But also Jacques Van Eden, who was behind us, managed to get the whole shot right from the back, past everyone else. Marco Pandolfo tried to start in neutral, so he was right back, but he was still, by corner 3, he'd still passed me. Myself and Harrison O'Keefe chased down Jack Van Eden for most of the race. Had a few little looks at him, but I wasn't able to make any passes, but still happy with a third place finish. And a new boy here, Josh French, who's just come over from doing pit bike 140s. Bought a bike, first race he's done, and he's like almost catching Marco Pandolfo. Is amazing, doing like under 54 seconds, 53 something, with me doing like, you know, high 55s. Anyway, with the England versus South Africa Ashes series, we worked out the points from that with our complicated system. It included one international rider, so we claimed Marco. The England team is 3 points ahead after the first test. So I'll update you on that later. We'll see what happens in the Fun Ashes tournament.
So Joshua French takes the overall lead. It must be said though, first and second place on the road currently, 2 different classes. That's open for Marco Pandolfo on the 8. Joshua French is in standard, so just racing for overall position currently.
Yeah, exactly. Of course, 2 different classes. The open with less restrictions, the standard with a little bit more, although slightly broken up. There goes the look from Ben O'Keefe on the 64 machine, nicely done to the inside of turn number 2 on the 119. That's of course Phil Joyce, so not too big of a battle going on there between the 2 riders representing the UK. Don't want to be taking too many points away from each other, want to focus on the real enemy and to score as many points as they possibly can. Now 4.5 laps left to go. Let's see if Harrison O'Keefe can find a way through here on Jack Van Eden.
Right now, just not quite yet. Jack Van Eden doing a fantastic job to hold off those behind, but here comes up the inside. Oh, and he's gone down. David too much on the front of it bit, and down he goes into Paddock Bend. Oh, that is heartbreaking for O'Keefe. And of course, that means he won't be allowed to rejoin the race either. The front handlebars look bent, all out of shape as it anyway. And you can see trying to fix the bike, see if he can do anything, but that thing looks like it is toast. Race number 2 done and dusted there for the number 65 of Harrison O'Keefe. A real shame. He was running super well, but that's how it goes. Takes the pressure off the back of Jacques Van Eden, though, it must be said. He can now just get on, not have to worry about the O'Keefe behind, maybe just worry about the O'Keefe in front.
Yeah, exactly. One less to worry about. A look there from the 41. That's Linton Di Miola trying to find a way through.
Go Marco Pandolfo. His 2025 has been fantastic so far, and it is just going to get even sweeter as Joshua French has gone down and out of the race on the very final lap. Unbelievable. The 116, who is leading in the standard class, has gone down and is out of the race. It will be Marco Pandolfo who takes victory in race number 2 of the Moto team overall and for the open class. That means That means if Joshua French is down, it could be, surely, it's gotta be. I'm just waiting to see who he is. It is! It's redemption for Ben O'Keefe, surely! No, that was Gary that was crossing the line. Hold on, he's coming up a little bit. But it's going to be redemption for Ben O'Keefe a year after he crashed out of the lead on the final corner. This time, Ben O'Keefe takes a standard class win. Oh, unbelievable. That is, well, some late drama here. Joshua French, your heart goes out to him, but Ben O'Keefe takes victory in the standard class a year after he threw it away. Man, oh man, that was very, very special indeed. What a performance from him. Ben O'Keefe takes the win in the standard class. Team Acme Racing, Marco Pandolfo take the win in the open class. I think that's advantage UK in the Ashes as well?
Well, we assume so. Let's find out when we have confirmation. It seems, though, the UK didn't do a bad job, to say the least. Of course, we'll run you through the full results in a few moments' time, of course. But, yeah, Mototeam, as always, providing us some drama, some action, and some excitement. Let's run you through the results. It was Team Acme Racing and Team UK taking the victory in Mototeam. Ben O'Keefe winning the standard class as well with P2 overall. Jacques Van Eden across the line, P3 overall, and P2 in the open class. Phil Joyce in second from Linton de Miola, a podium place in Mototeam standard. Then comes George Nice.
Update after race 2 Mototeam. Quite an eventful race. I ended up behind Harrison O'Keefe again, just holding station, but then he attempted to overtake Jacques Van Eden, and he went down. So I thought, right, I've been promoted up one position. I was in second place, and Jack stayed up and carried on, but looked over my shoulder to see if there was anyone there, and Ben O'Keefe was bearing down, and he passed me as well. So then on the final lap, the Josh French, who was leading the class, crashed, so I ended up getting a second. I got a podium, so I'll take it any way it comes. But in the standings for the England-South Africa Braai Ashes test, we're all square on points, so everything's down to the last race. Mega shed out. So, epilogue to the Ellough Park round 2 Mototeam. At FAB Racing, didn't end as we'd liked. There were multiple red flags. We'd been delayed about 2 hours, I think, behind the schedule, and then there was another red flag, serious incident in the Pit Bike 140 race, so they canned the whole meeting. So we only got the 2 races. Pretty successful weekend. I was quite pleased with that, and I brought home my silly sprocket trophy that I've made myself. But we'll be giving this one out again at the next round, and with the list of nominations for Silly Sprocket for the next round is long and distinguished. Also, the Ashes trophy, we were tied on points with South Africa and England, so it's going to be a rollover till next time, maybe round 2 next year. But yeah, good bit of fun that. The points after 2 races had both me in standard class, Ben O'Keefe, on exactly the same number of points. On the table on the website, it's showing me as first, and I was trying to work out what it would be, but I think it's actually Ben O'Keefe that takes it. If we don't, they say they might add races to another round, so I don't know whether that is like final, but I'm going to be either first or second overall, but Ben had a win and a 4th or something, and I had a 2nd and a 3rd. Anyway, I was happy with my performance. I was up near the front of the pack. Best result I've had really for a long time. Mega shit out.